Hello everyone, Pat Farabee here. I was not going to comment on this topic, the recent tragedy that has hit the YouTube community, the loss of two community members to murder-suicide, because I had never seen a message posted from either of them. I had never seen any of their videos, and so I felt that disqualified me and meant that I was not qualified to speak on the matter. And then I saw Sumatashi22's post on the subject, and he made me realize that I am qualified to offer my views, and I may actually be more qualified than some. So I'm going to share. Now, following in Sumatashi's example, I'm not going to mention the names of the people that were taken from us, out of respect to those two individuals, but I will share my experience with the mindset that I think he may have been in. Let's say I had a shitty childhood. Worse than some, better than others, I'm sure. I didn't have to put up with daily physical abuse or anything of that nature. Shall we say my abuse was more psychological in nature. Constant reminder that I was worthless, etc. There were some more dark things further back in my younger days, but we won't get into those. Anyway, later on in life, around 22 years of age, which I'm 35 now, so that makes this about 13 years ago, I was in a deep state of depression. Now, people tell me today that they're astonished at my stoic, almost monk-like calmness about how I can take things and they just brush right off of me. I wasn't always like that. When I was 22, I was in a deep state of depression, and I guess the way to describe it is it's almost like all of the injustices of my past were compressing themselves to a razor-sharp edge that seemed to literally be cutting away at my mind. And I just kept getting more and more angry. It became more and more easy to set me off, to get me to bite back and respond in an aggressive, combative way. And I think, had I not been saved from this, that it's possible I could have gone down the same path that this man recently went down. And I won't mention the name of the person who reached in and saved me, because if he's watching, he knows who he is. But I will share what saved me. And it's actually extremely simple. This is a pagan ritual. It doesn't mean that there's any religious connotation to it. It's just that is the nature of the ritual. It's an ancient fire ritual. And literally overnight, I went from this anger-filled rage inside me that I was barely keeping contained to absolute peace. And I will never forget the day. 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, excuse me for that interruption. I had to go get something because I wanted to show it to you. The ritual basically was an affirmation of all the things that were troubling me. What I was told to do was get a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil and just start writing. Just start writing on the piece of paper everything in your mind that is troubling you, whether it's anger or sadness or a worry, whatever it is. If you fill up the paper, just go ahead and stop. Be as descriptive as you can about what it is. So don't just say, I was bullied as a kid. Give examples of specific instances. Explain in detail the exact details of the event. Write it all down. When you're finished writing it down, read it out loud to yourself. And it's important that you be alone during this entire process. So you read back what it is that you've written aloud to yourself. And then the most important part is you go outside or anywhere where it's safe to do this. You tear your piece of paper into little bits and you set it on fire. Now I added an extra step to this. I went and bought this wiffle bat. I still have the bat. And when it was done burning, I took this wiffle bat and I beat the ashes into the ground. And then I slept like a baby. And none of the things that were on that paper have even entered my mind until I choose to go and think about them and bring them back from my memory. Before that day, they were constantly grating on me. They were constantly pushing. Like I said, it's like they were all compressed into one hateful memory that was cutting at me, and I couldn't escape it. And once I did that, it was like they were just gone. They had no control over me at that point. So, I'm not saying that medication is wrong, that you should stop taking anything that you might be taking, or anything like that. But I just wanted to share that with you because it helped me. Literally, it took me from an anger-filled time bomb to stoic, complete control. So, and of course, like anybody, I still get angry, but it doesn't eat at me. Anyway, I just wanted to share. Again, it's a tragic incident that occurred. I hope that we don't have to hear about anything like this ever again. So, take care. I'll see you soon.